किरण भाई तुम्हारी टीम जीत गई साउथ अफ्रीका।
Hello everyone, welcome to RK Cricket Talkies, and today we have been joined with the most beautiful gentleman along with me, Pratik again from Mumbai, Anirudh again from Bangalore, Kiran Pratik from Pune. If I say it wrong, he will kill me again tomorrow. Kiran from Mumbai. So we have seen, you might have already seen what is in the thumbnail. We had the Brothers of Destruction. Firstly, first half, we just wanted to talk. I mean, it was a pretty good session for uh, Team India, wherein Australia have lost 6 wickets by the end of session two. I mean, by the end of session one. But as soon as the session two getting started, it was pretty upsetting for Team India. We had a lot of drop catches. Jasprit Bumrah achieved a milestone to talk about all those things. And the last partnership, which was more and more hurting for Team India at this point in time. And moreover, what is the plan for tomorrow for Team India so that uh, Team India stays in the race of World Test Championship? To talk more about it, as I've already introduced Anirudh, Kiran, and Pratik, so it's just a time for our guest to take over. But before that, we just got delayed due to a certain circumstances. We were waiting for the results of South Africa versus Pakistan to happen so that it will be easy for us to talk more about the race about World Test Championship. So now, first things first, Pratik bhai, Jasprit
Yes.
Bumrah, like he has been a destructive bowler. No matter which part of the world you ask him, he is there for us. I know you're doing something on your laptop, but yeah.
Uh, Talking about Jasprit Bumrah,
Yep.
currently he can't be described in words. He's achieving new feats every day, doing wonders every day in wherever pitch he plays. In South Africa, in Australia, in India also, which the pitch doesn't support much for pacers. Uh, he is a once in generation bowler, I guess. I would say, I guess not. I would say he's a once in a generation bowler who can't be affected by pitch, who does his own job. And now we can see he has joined the elite club of the West Indian pacer lineup, which we admired a lot in 80s era. Uh, Curtly Ambrose and Malcolm Marshall, all those, and he is currently better than them for 200 wickets in terms of average. As we know that 19.3 average for 200 wickets is currently the best in the world. That's why I would say he's the best. And uh, we can also say that he has been more pressurized by his own performance. That today he bowled almost 9 spells in single day, and also he capitalized every spell of the it, and he picked 4 wickets, troubled all the batters, all the tailenders also. But in tailenders, I guess he was a bit unfortunate to get not to get wickets quickly. But still, he always gives his 110%, and I would say he's our national treasure.
More than that, more than that. And now, to talk more about it, I mean, to talk more about like the World Test Championship race now, there is one spot which has been confirmed. So,
Yes.
Kiran bhai, I'll come to you. Like, I just wanted to understand from you, like, there is now Sri Lanka is there. We have Australia, and we also have Team India right now battling for the second place. Okay, so it was a nail-biting finish. We will talk more about it, but just wanted to understand from you. So, what are the chances for Team India or South Africa? I mean, Australia right now.
So basically, after what happened, I mean, just now South Africa has beaten Pakistan. So South Africa has almost, I think, reached into the finals of WTC. So it's now between, I think, India, Australia, and Sri Lanka. So chances of Australia are higher compared to India for I mean at current scenario, because if India is able to draw the series, that means India might have retained the BGT series, but then I think Sri Lanka have to beat Australia by 2-0 in their home series. And also, if India able to, I think, I mean, I have full faith in our team that we might turn the tables tomorrow. That we might chase around whatever total Australia is going to give in fourth innings. So we might going with 2-1 lead in STG at STG. So that might give us a comfortable zone in, I think, for the qualification of WTC finals. So if I mean tomorrow, if whatever I mean the game might ends up in a draw, then we have to win the SCG test, and then we have to hope for I think Sri Lanka to beat Australia as well.
So, as you rightly said, the permutations and the combinations right now are with Sri Lanka. More than like we wanted to win the series on our own, not to having dependency upon Sri Lanka. Uh, Now, with that being said, like I know there is lots and lots of chances right now, more for Australia. But with that being said, like we can't write off Team India. So, Anirudh, if I want to come to you and ask, like, what exactly, like, even if we draw this particular test match and the next one, even if we are going to win, we'll talk about the Sydney test later part of the things. Right now, I just wanted to understand from you on the Australian bowling attack, how it might be looking for tomorrow. So what are the chances for Australia and how they can actually counter attack and try to defend the score, or at least try to draw this test match?
I think tomorrow first we have to pick the last wicket quickly, because the last wicket partnership is still going on. So assuming, I believe that we might pick the last wicket before lunch itself. So assuming we do that, we might chase around 340 to 345 or something like that. In that case, I guess it will be a tough total to chase and go for the win initially, because if we start thinking that we'll go for the win, we'll play aggressively, there's a chance that we might lose our wickets. So first, I think we should try and take it as take every passage of play separately. First, we need to see off the new ball. First, at the starting of the innings, Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, and Scott Boland will come hard at our Indian batters. So both Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal, they are going to open. Rohit Sharma, considering his form, will have to imagine whether he will be able to negate the opening spell and be able to spend time at the crease. But we should manage the opening spell of the Australian fast bowlers, and maybe after once the ball gets older, maybe we can look to try and score some runs quickly. But again, I don't know whether we can straight away, we cannot go into a winning mindset. Worst case scenario, we should not lose and we should go for a draw. That's what I will say, because Australian bowlers are going to come for the victory, because they want to, since the series is 1-1, Australia have to win one more game to regain BGT. So that will also be running in Aussie's mind, because they have also not won the BGT since 2015, that tour where we went to Australia. It's been almost 10 years. So that Australia will want to win one more game, and maybe they might think that this is their best opportunity to win, and so Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, even Nathan Lyon might get some purchase from this wicket, because this wicket also sometimes turns and assists spinners, and Nathan Lyon has been the most successful spinner in MCG. So we have to be beware of all these things, and we have to be careful tomorrow. That is what I will say. Worst case scenario, not lose this game, because if we draw here means we can win in Sydney, and maybe depend on Sri Lanka to whitewash Australia and then qualify. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Pratik bhai, Madhav actually goes on to say like the lead is 333. We need to bundle them max by 350 lead and then start with a stable pace. So I guess the first session should be a bit slow and then we can gain the pace. So your thoughts are like, do you want to give any, I mean, counter arguments like what Anirudh has told?
I personally agree with Anirudh that Australians will try hard to get the top order wickets. As we know, the new ball troubles the batters at first, but as soon as the ball gets old, it is not. It will be hard for the bowlers. So the first session, as Madhav also said, that first session will should be slow. That Rohit Sharma, considering his form, he should try to stick to the wicket as such as Manas Labuschagne and uh, Steve Smith has done in past two tests. If he does this, then consider even Australians have better idea what he can do than many of the Indians right now. Indians are looking for his form, but Australians know what the caliber he has and how can he turn any game on his own. Because till what time he will on the pitch, the pressure won't be on India. And also, I also agree with Madhav that the lead shouldn't be gone too far. We must restrict them in 15 overs. I think we will get the last wicket of Australia in first 4 overs because our bowlers will be fresh, and even Australians also want to bowl to Indians to get the result. And maybe if they cross the 350, they will declare the innings because it's already over the chaseable target, and it will be a new record if we chase this. So they know that they are in comfort position, and they can declare the inning. But I think we will get the last wicket in first 4 or 5 overs, definitely.
Exactly. I mean, that should exactly be the plan for Australia right now. I mean, I'll come back to you on that. I'll come back to you definitely. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Just give me some time. But what exactly I was saying, like, uh, as we already know, like the plan for India tomorrow, he's to get the wicket of either Nathan Lyon or Scott Boland. So if we get him early, then it will be pretty easy for us to go back and at least try to draw this particular test match. Now, Kiran, being in the shoes of Australia or in the minds of Pat Cummins, so what exactly you want to think, and what is the plans that you are actually going for a players like Rohit Sharma? We know that he's actually trying to get back to the form, and we already know what Yashasvi Jaiswal can do. If he starts going, he can also destroy the innings of Australian pace attack. Now, there is a little bit of injury concern, saying like there is a sore back for Mitchell Stark as well. So, considering all these points, like what will be Pat Cummins thinking? I know Nathan Lyon will be the key bowler for tomorrow. So what should be the thought for Pat Cummins tomorrow?
So Raj, basically we are discussing that things might for Australia that they might add some 50 or 20 runs more, but I think they might declare overnight as well. So and will invite India to bat for the fourth innings. But I think the wicket is still pretty good because I think today in post match sessions, Sunny Bhai told that wicket is still good to bat on. So, with respect to these conditions, and I think in the current form of, I think Yashasvi Jaiswal, or we might say even Virat Kohli or Nitish Kumar Reddy, Australia will have to bowl pretty hard to Indian batters, and I am expecting that Rohit Sharma might return in his form in the tomorrow. I think because we are having so much expectations from him right now, and as a not only as a player but as a captain to lead the team from front, and make things difficult for Australia. But from Australian point of view, if we see Pat Cummins would definitely like to take early wickets, and he would try to put on India some pressures. And I think the first hour would be so much crucial for from Australian bowling perspective, and how they deal with new ball, and how Indian batters are dealing with their approach about are they going for draw or the win, because I think that's going to matter as well. I think because they have I mean Australia do have got an edge here because they are at driving seat right now. Because the most probable two results are waiting for us might be the Australia winning this game or a draw. So Australia did get an advantage here.
Exactly. I mean, right now the advantage is on Australia, but we can't take out the batting lineup of what India is having right now. So it's just that the opening concern, what we have right now, I still don't want to take out Rohit Sharma because any particular day he just needs to stay and stick to the wickets for like first 4 overs. Once he starts going on, nobody can actually stop him. So now, Anirudh, you wanted to say something. You can go on, and then I'll ask you a question.
Yeah, yeah. I just saw the stat that now the lead is 333, so the target for India is going to be above 333. The last time 332 has been chased down in the fourth innings in MCG was in 1928 by England against Australia. After that, 300 plus score hasn't been chased down even once in MCG. And since 1961, above 250 hasn't been chased down in the fourth innings in MCG. So since 2024 has been a streak-ending year, we don't know whether these streaks will also end in this year.
So
We
I
need to,
just wanted to ask you one more additional question right now. So you say the streak ending year. So
yeah.
what is that you exactly mean?
I mean, starting from Bangladesh beating Pakistan, whitewashing Pakistan in Pakistan, and then New Zealand, they came here, not won a test match since the last 30 years, and they came here and whitewashed India. And even Sri Lanka hadn't won an ODI series in the last 27 years against India. That also happened. So many things like that. Bangladesh also beat West Indies in West Indies T20 series. That also didn't happen.
Exactly. When we are talking about the streak, Madhav came back and saying like the Gaba was also not breached over a period of 30 plus years, and India is great at breaching the forts. Hence, we can
And
win.
and another thing, we have won in Optus Stadium, Perth also for the first time. That also this year only.
Exactly. I mean, those who are actually watching us live right now, these kind of stats are very much important for us to go and win. We just need a slight motivation or a slight edge so that India can comfortably win this particular test match and stay ahead of Australia when we are heading into Sydney. Now, with that being said, um, now I'll come to the Indian batting order. Now, Pratik bhai, as you're also the greatest follower of Rohit Sharma, so you being a captain and you actually admire him a lot. So just wanted to understand more from you, like what would be the thought process of Rohit Sharma tomorrow, and what is the message that he's going to go and give it in the team huddle or in the dressing room.
For team huddle and dressing room, I know that they will be all positive and all the positive energy will be in the all the dressing room also. And there is nothing to discuss there because every player there is giving their 100%. Even Nitish Kumar Reddy has brilliant century and has sent lots of positive thoughts to the dressing room that they can also do better on this pitch. And Jasprit Bumrah single-handedly motivating every each and every team member by himself that every if everyone can go there 100%, we can definitely win anything and every match. For Rohit Sharma, I would say he has to do the dirty work that Theo Smith and Manas Labuschagne did. Um, he may require the luck factor also because these Australian batters, I think even Jasprit Bumrah also said today that Manas is the luckiest person uh, in the cricket. That he
Yeah.
always misses the outside edge, and even Steve Smith also has been the lucky, and Travis Head also. So the luck favors the brave. He has to do the dirty work, then luck will also favor him. Uh, just stick on the wicket for some time. Yashasvi Jaiswal will counter that time, and runs will be flowing. There is no chance that runs will be stuck when Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal are on the crease. Both are counter attacking batters, and we know that if these two uh, s- can be set for a single session, then it is possible for them to get 150 runs in second session after the ball gets little bit old, or if they play the first 10 or 15 overs, they can also capitalize next 15 overs for 70 runs. So it is not a matter of runs for them. It is just to save the wickets. Don't play rash shots, and just don't give Australians an upper edge over the test, as it will be more pressure on the rest batters, which will be waiting in dressing room to get there. If we give the pressure, and then it will happen another collapse, we can say. I hope it doesn't happen. Uh, just that. Just stick to the wicket. The match will be ours.
Exactly. I wanted to ask a particular question, but I'll hold it for tomorrow as we complete the review of all the 5 days of this particular test match. So,
Mhm.
uh, coming to you, Kiran, for the one final round. Who will be the key batsmen for Team India if we are chasing a target on somewhere around like 340 and above? Because like what we are expecting is to get Australia bowled out immediately in like first couple of overs or max to max 4 overs. So we know the bowlers were actually really tired. And as Pratik already mentioned in our stream, saying like he has bowled 9 spells, which has been the longest spells which has been given for any particular bowler in the history of Test cricket, especially if you're considering a pace bowler. And we know the
Yes.
burden is heavily on the shoulders of Jasprit Bumrah right now, due to whatever might be the reason. It might be the unlucky factor of what Akashdeep's Akashdeep as well. And Siraj, even though he was actually destroying the middle order of Australians, he actually broke down the backbone of Australia in the middle overs. But even then, somewhere like the unlucky factor still continues, as we dropped 3 catches by Yashasvi Jaiswal. Yeah, it happens over a period of time. Yashasvi Jaiswal should come back stronger. So now coming to the batsmen, like who will play actually the key roles for Team India tomorrow?
So Raj, I think Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal both have to play their game. But I guess if we lose couple of wickets after session one, or I think in session two, then I think KL Rahul and Virat Kohli's role is going to be most important in tomorrow's run chase. Because the kind of ability KL Rahul has shown throughout this series was something else. Because if we see that even in the first test, second innings, KL Rahul was been I think he shows some resilience and some perception as a player, and we might see tomorrow that his contribution can make a difference between a draw and a win as well. I think because if because sometimes we see that Australian bowlers have struggled a lot against him to bowl against him, and also Virat Kohli being like he's in first innings, I think he has I think leave percentage of him for I think leaving the outside of some balls has been increased by I think it was 13% before, but now it is 43%. So that means he knows how to deal with these games, and how being in Australia and batting in Australia against Australia is a pretty difficult task, because there would be sledging, there would be a hostile crowd, and it's a day five, and pressure would definitely be on on Indian batting order definitely. But you have to deal with these things. And I think later on, if we see, I think Rishabh Pant has been a key player as well. So if you remember his innings in Gaba, so we might have to witness that innings tomorrow as well. Cause I think his role as an I think he has his game which sometimes people might criticize that game that he used to throw wickets or like that, but it's his natural game after all, and it does give him results whenever India was in trouble. So I think these three players might have to play an important role tomorrow.
Exactly. I mean, like that's exactly even Madhav is also saying. Like when I ask this particular question, Madhav goes on to tell that Yashasvi Jaiswal, I guess, will be the go-to player. Other player whom I can actually count on is Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, and of course Sharma ji. Now, just he needs to time to settle. You can't write off Sharma ji and Kohli off. So even from the day one, what we were actually discussing, I'm sure like Madhav, I hope you're coming for the first time. Hope you have liked the video as well. So we just wanted to give you like what exactly happened over a period of last 4 days. Like we never took off Virat Kohli or we never took off Rohit Sharma. We were actually counting because the kind of potential, the kind of numbers, what they have behind them, especially in the Australian pitches and in the Australia, they have performed really well as a players. Even if you take out the burden of captaincy from both the players, they have come out and delivered what exactly team requires at any particular situation, Madhav. So thanks for commenting as well, and stay tuned. And we will be doing the same kind of contents every single day. Hope you come back again. I mean, we are not ending the stream. I hope you will stay till the end as well. Now, again, Anil, do you have any counter arguments for this, or else like I'll go to the next question immediately?
Yeah, it's definitely true actually, because tomorrow Yashasvi Jaiswal is going to be the key batter, and he has played well in the first innings also, so he will be key. And even Rohit Sharma is also has to get back his form, and has to somehow find a way to start scoring some runs, and start getting into his rhythm. If Rohit Sharma and Virat and Yashasvi Jaiswal can start well, that will lay the foundation for the remaining batters also, like Kohli, KL Rahul. They can carry the momentum forward, and that will help us to go for the win if we want to win. But to be honest, if we are starting the fourth innings and we want 345 to win, straight away we cannot go for the win. We have to take it one step at a time, and we have to first start
That,
well.
that is exactly my question. That is exactly my question. Next question. So I want you to like just hold for a couple of minutes right now. So Pratik bhai, so if you are facing a target and if you are looking at a target of 340 plus, so what should be the mentality? I mean, what should be the target which Team India has to do in the session one?
Session one, I would say just 70 or 80 runs in first session. That can be also okay. I know that after playing 10 or 15 overs, if both the openers are on the crease, they will go for a bang in second session. Even if the wicket falls after the new ball has been worn, the batters can continue the momentum, as Anirudh has said. They can easily counter the Australian bowlers, as we know that Mitchell Stark hasn't been in good touch in this test match, and he has also started playing mind games for it. He has released a statement that many of the best days have come on fifth day of test. So he just wants us to be scared, but we know that he's not in good touch. He's just playing mind
Yeah.
games, and the in second and third session we can counter almost 250 or 270 runs in just sessions. So in first session, I think 70 or 80 runs are also enough. Just don't lose the wicket, or if we lose, just it shouldn't be more than one.
Exactly. I mean, tomorrow, what exactly it will make, or what should be the strategy, if you personally ask me, is to build partnership rather than focusing on chasing a target. So, as you rightly mentioned, Pratik bhai, like if we just like start rotating our strikes and like rotate that particular singles, because we have already seen how Australians can actually take the pressure on day three when Washington Sundar and Nitish Kumar Reddy were playing brilliantly. So that partnership has actually broken the backbone of entire Australians, and their morale was completely down. Now, Just to add on to your one particular point, what exactly I wanted to tell is a simple thing. Just go one by one, session by session, like focus around 60 or 70 odd runs. Like I would say, like one more, add 10 more runs to it. So 80 runs will be a comfortable thing, because we will be playing 96 overs tomorrow. Even if we get out Australia somewhere around in like first 4 hours, we'll be getting a slot of complete 90 overs in all throughout the day. So that is one particular advantage for Team India tomorrow. And now, so as Pratik Bhai told, 80 runs, 70 plus runs in the first session. Kiran, what should be the target for Team India in the second session, and considering partnership in the mind?
So basically, if we don't lose, I think a couple of wickets or a wicket or two, I think. So India might have to score, I think, around 100 and 110 runs in that particular session. Because I think that session would decide that what would be the result going to of this match. If either we are going for a draw or a win. So if we see that in after session two, the ball might get older as well, and so if we see that even in, I believe that if 150 runs are left for session three, then we can go after that as well if we have wickets in hand. So I think 110 or 100 runs would be enough in session two.
Exactly. So now, considering a target of 340, 70 plus 100 will be 170. So we will be left out with 170 runs in session 3. Now, Anirudh, you have a target of 170 runs in 30 overs. Imagine all the 30 overs will be bowled. So how
Yeah.
exactly? Because the required run rate will be almost like 5.2 at that scenario. So what will be your game plan, and how exactly you are going to achieve it?
It actually depends on how many wickets we have lost. Like if we are only 3 or 4 down, and if we have someone like Rishabh Pant at the crease, definitely he is going to go aggressively, and he is going to play aggressive shots and up the scoring rate quickly. Um, Definitely in those middle overs, the Nathan Lyon will be bowling, and Nathan Lyon has a good record in MCG, but we all know that Rishabh Pant also has a very good record against Nathan Lyon. So definitely, the batters will go after the bowling and will try to score aggressively. Even someone like KL Rahul and Virat Kohli, they can try and anchor the innings, and in fact, they can try and play it like an ODI match. Like 170 runs needed in 30 overs is like an ODI equation. Like with 50 overs, we need so many runs. 30 overs, we need so many runs, like that. So they should plan accordingly. Like, for example, if 170 runs needed in 30 overs means first 10 overs, you can try and score some 50 runs. Next 10 overs, you can try and increase it by 10 runs and maybe play 60 runs. And then the last session, last 10 overs, we can score another 60 runs. Like that, we need to segregate the target and try and achieve the target. But this is all providing we have enough wickets in hand. Keeping wickets in hand is very, very important.
I'm sure we will be definitely having our wickets in hand, and the kind of the backup what India is having right now. It's just that like every day has, I mean, everybody will have a bad day at the office. There might be a one or couple of bad days for Rohit Sharma as well, and like couple of bad days for Yashasvi Jaiswal. But I definitely think when there is a target which has been set, especially the kind of batting depth what we have and the batting power what we have, we could definitely chase 340 is what I personally believe, but I still don't take off certain things. But with that being said, like Madhav goes on to tell that I guess if we don't lose wicket in our first session, or so we can go to a target of 140 plus in session 2 and then go hard for the third session. So that exactly was my plan as well. I mean, to score 100 to 120 runs. I'll come back just 1 minute. You need to wait, because like if you stop my flow again, I'll forget everything. So just to keep the things straight, I'm telling you, my dear friend, please don't feel bad. Okay, so as Madhav told, I mean, like as being a part of our cricket analyst panel, because every session will be crucial for Team India. right now, that's exactly we are going to be looking forward for tomorrow. Yes, Anirudh, final thoughts.
Yeah, if you see in the Brisbane test in 2021, I think the target was 329, and in the last day we had required some 317 runs to win in 3 sessions. And there, if you see again, we lost Rohit Sharma early, but then we had Cheteshwar Pujara and Shubman Gill who stabilized the innings together, and they formed a big partnership. And Shubman Gill also scored a 90 in that match. And after he got out, Rishabh Pant came in, and then they carried the momentum. And as you said, again, this similar kind of an equation, like in one session, we need to score 120 runs, 130 runs. A similar kind of equation was there in that test match. And Rishabh Pant was able to accelerate and win that test match for us. So if we want to chase this total tomorrow, we should follow the approach what we have followed in the Brisbane test in 2021. Then we
Exactly.
can
The
surely win.
venue actually differs, situation differs, condition differs. Everything is actually being said that everything is completely different right now, Anirudh. I don't want to write it off. Our fingers are crossed for tomorrow for Team India. Almost 1.4 billion people watching. The game tomorrow will be hoping for to get an early wicket of Nathan Lyon or Scott Boland, and then like we start our innings were pretty early and with a solid note. Pratik bhai, before winding up, your final thoughts.
I would say for final thoughts, India should go take the positives and go for it. Just Anirudh also mentioned the Brisbane Test. I would agree that if we don't lose wicket, that in uh, we can score 140 runs because Australians get frustrated so easily as they just want to win the game. And if we take some chances from them, they will get frustrated. And as soon as we start counter attacking them, as we know that Yashasvi Jaiswal is a really counter attacking player, even Rishabh Pant also, as they respect them a lot. That if they start counter attacking, they will spread the field and we will get 4 runs per over easily with only singles without even boundaries. Uh, so it's not that hard in second and third session after the ball gets a little bit old. I think the spreaded field will give us easy singles, doubles. We just need to capitalize and earn the first hour for the work hard for the first hour, and then we can get our reward in the second and third session as well, both.
Before coming to our final thoughts, Kiran bhai, I had Madhos going on to say one more interesting point here. For stabilizing, we have Kohli. Just he doesn't go for fifth or sixth or seventh stump ball, and Pant at five, Sundar and Reddy coming in after. Then we have a uh, depth in the batting. I mean, no doubts about the batting depth what we have right now. Yes, Kiran bhai, your final thoughts.
So basically, I think that we should look forward in first 2 sessions and how things are processing. And if we see some positive approach to get the total, so then we might have to think about third session and how we approach that as well. Because
Exactly.
if game ends up in a draw, then we might have to think that as well. Because that the game ends up in a draw doesn't make us a little bit. We might say that if that result might not go in our way, but it can happen sometimes. I think first thing is our batsman should have to stick to the wicket and keep the taking the scoring board, and as well I think taking the singles, and even you have to hit some boundaries as well and take the pressure off from us.
Exactly. I mean, as we rightly told, I mean, if we, as a cricket analyst, like we always look at the numbers. I mean, Pratik Bhai has given us the numbers, and you also told us like what exactly we have to be focusing, especially in terms of like partnerships, how exactly we can build, and the kind of batting strength what we have, especially the counter-attacking abilities what Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rishabh Pant have. And now Before winding up, I just wanted to wish Team India a very all the best for tomorrow's chase, and I hope they will cross the boundary and we will be going out with a positive note for Sydney. So, with that being said, thank you so much, everyone who have joined our live stream. Hope you like it, comment it, and also do subscribe it and share with your friends as well. We will be getting you the solid content just like this every single day of our international matches happening, especially for Team India. And there is lots of interesting contents coming your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With that being said, I'm going to say thank you for one and all.